Hi guys, welcome back to another Q&A video. So I'm gonna get right into the questions. First question is, as much as you hate traveling, is there anywhere in the world that you haven't been to yet that you want to go to? Yes, actually there are some places in the world that I do want to go to. I would really love to go to Bora Bora if it wasn't so goddamn far away. Like, it's way across the world, so I would probably never be able to go there because it's just so far away. But it looks really nice there, and I would really love to go there if I could, but I just don't think it will ever happen. I also want to go to Disneyland, Florida, but that's like maybe later on in my life I might go and do that. And maybe possibly somewhere in Greece might be nice also. So yeah, just whatever is a very picturesque, nice country. And obviously, yeah, when I have children, I will probably take them to Disneyland someday. So yeah. What software do you use for editing your videos? I use Sony Vegas Pro 11, I think it's 11, but yeah, I've always used Sony Vegas for editing my videos. It's like either Pro 11, Pro 12, Pro 13. They're all pretty good, so just any one of those is pretty good for editing videos. And it's pretty simple once you get the hang of it. I've been using Sony Vegas for years now, so I know like all the ins and outs and stuff of it, so yeah. Do you like anime, and if so, which ones? No, I actually never really got into anime, so can't really say that. Aaron, however, he used to be like a really huge anime nerd and stuff, and I think he still likes it, but I only ever really watched like a couple of different ones, and it just wasn't really my thing. So yeah, just not really into it. Do you go to the gym as a stress management technique? Jesus Christ, no. I've never been a gym person. I've tried going to the gym and it's definitely just not for me. I don't really like the feeling of like people staring at you while you're exercising and stuff, so it's not really something that I've been really interested in. I don't really have any stress management techniques, to be quite honest with you. I just sit and listen to like music, or I listen to maybe like ASMR videos on YouTube, or just watch YouTube videos. That's all I really do for stress. Otherwise I just get stressed a lot, and I don't really have many ways of dealing with it. So yeah, gym is definitely not one of them though. I'm not going to be a gym person. What drugs do you take to treat your Asperger's and maybe anxiety? I don't take anything. I take absolutely no medication right now. I was on a medication called propranolol, which is good for can be good for anxiety and panic attacks, but I came off of it because it wasn't really helping. All it really does is it stops your heart from racing, which, that's just one of the many symptoms I get with anxiety. And obviously it's very good for preventing panic attacks, which is then like panic attacks is not something I experience all that often. They're sort of like on occasions that I will have a panic attack, so I just felt like it wasn't worth it having to keep taking it every day, and it just felt like it wasn't really doing anything for me. So yeah, there are actually no drugs to treat Asperger's, because Asperger's it's a neurological disorder, and there's nothing that can be done to change it, because all it means is that my brain is basically, it's wired differently to other people's, and I can't change the way that like my brain functions, if you know what I mean. The drugs can help by releasing certain chemicals in your brain, yada yada, but there is nothing that can really treat Asperger's other than just maybe like counseling or something like that. But there are actually no drugs that can really help you deal with Asperger's all that well. You've only got really things like antidepressants and some anxiety medications, which I haven't ventured too far into that, honestly, because all the stuff I've tried to try and help me, it just gives me horrible side effects, and yeah, it's just not a good time. Have you thought about putting in 5+ hours a day into a game to try and go pro? Definitely not. I would never ever want to be a pro gamer, just because it takes over your life. Like, literally all you'll be doing is playing that game. And I have this thing where I get super bored of games. I do play League of Legends for more than 5 hours a day, but I take breaks and I get bored of it, and sometimes I have to take a few days off of playing it, and it's like you just can't do that when you're a pro gamer. And I never want to be like that nerdy at the game. Like, you have to be so super nerdy to be a pro gamer, and I never want that. For me, it just takes the fun right out of the game when you go pro. It really does for me. I just play it, for legend, for fun, and yeah, there's no game that I can imagine myself wanting to go pro in, and I don't really play anything other than obviously League, so, and that's just not something I'd want to do because I do just get bored and I'm like, gotta take a break, and yeah, that's just not really something that you can do as a pro because you always have to be striving to improve and get better and keep playing and playing, so yeah, screw being pro. What is your favourite Bring Me the Horizon song? My favourite Bring Me the Horizon song is probably Follow You, which is from their newest album, That's the Spirit. It's either that or I don't know. It probably is that actually, because you know I did a cover of that like a little while back on this channel. But yeah, that's definitely my favourite of that. My favourite, I'll tell you my favourites off the other albums also if you want. It's a little bit of a bonus. My favourite off of Sempiternal was Can You Feel My Heart / Hospital for Souls. And then There Is a Hell, Believe Me, I've Seen It, There Is a Hell, blah blah blah. That's probably gonna be Blessed with a Curse, yeah. So that's my favourite off of there, past, you know, I only like those 3 albums. So yeah, I don't like any of the other Bring Me the Horizon albums, but yeah, favourite overall is probably definitely Follow You. Are you a person of faith? Do you believe in God? Absolutely not. I am atheist as hell. Ironic, I know, but yeah, I don't believe in God at all because there just isn't any proof. So I don't know what I believe in. I don't know how the world began. I don't even know if I even believe in the Big Bang Theory, to be honest. I don't know how we're here, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't because I mean, if there is a God, then where is he? Because is he like above space or something? I don't really understand how that's supposed to like be a thing, but yeah, I don't believe in that. I really don't know how we got here or anything like that, but it's just, you know, whatever. It's, you know, and religion causes such bad stuff to happen around the world. Like, if you think about it, so many bad like wars and stuff have happened over religion, and it's just crazy, and I'd just rather not be involved in all that. And I just really wish that the world wouldn't have to be like this, because, you know, it causes so much conflict, and wars and stuff is just horrific. Like, it should not be happening in our world, but you know, I'm not going to go too intense into that because, you know, I'm not the most educated person about this sort of stuff, but you know, the world just is what it is, but I'm definitely not somebody that really believes in anything. Since you like psychological thrillers, have you seen the movie The Call? I read this comment like a week or so ago, and I was like, oh my god, this sounds good, I'm gonna watch this, and I haven't got around to watching it yet actually, but I have added that to my list of movies that I am going to watch. I'm just gonna decide like when I'm gonna watch it, but I will definitely give that movie a go because it does sound quite interesting. So when I want to sit down and watch a movie, then I will watch that movie. Do you like motorcycles, and would you ever go on one or ride one? Probably not, because I think they're like actually pretty dangerous because they go so fast, and it's easy to get knocked off of it, and sometimes, you know, cars don't see you, and it's easy, you know, there's a lot of people that have been killed on motorbikes. So I think they are pretty cool, but I probably wouldn't ride one because I would just be too scared that I'm gonna like fall off or get knocked off or something. But yeah, I mean, they're pretty cool. I'm just a very anxious and scared person, so it's just probably not for me. If you had a choice, would you go a day into the future or a day into the past? Probably a day into the past, because there's been a lot of times where I've really wanted to go back to the past, so I'd probably, you know, pick a day in the past because, you know, I've had so many good times and stuff with the things that I used to do when I was a teenager. Even though like it seemed crappy at the time, but when I look back and I'm like nostalgic, I'm like, oh, I kind of just wish I could go back and play that game again and have the same fun that I was having at the time. So yeah, definitely a day in the past. Don't really care about the future, because the future is just, I don't want to know what the future holds, I just want to let it be. Do you think you'll ever beat Aspergers? Now, somebody rightfully replied to this comment with the answer saying, you know, you obviously can't because it's a neurological disorder. It literally never goes away. It's permanent, so you know, I wish I could beat it. I wish I could just not have it, but yeah, unfortunately it's something that's definitely with you forever, because it literally has changed the way that your brain works, and you can't ever sort of like change around your brain to the way that sort of a regular person's brain would work. So yeah, unfortunately I'm stuck like this, and I kind of do perceive it as a negative thing because it has had a very negative impact on my life, and has, you know, it holds me back from doing some things. So I would choose to not have it, really, but you know, I'm stuck with it. So yeah, if there's one thing you could change about your childhood, what would it be? I don't really know. I mean, maybe I would change my parents, like, staying together, not getting divorced, because, you know, that had quite an impact on me. My mum moved a long way away for a while, and, you know, I really liked it when my mum and dad were still together and we all lived in the same house and everything, and, you know, we were all divided, and yeah, it was just better like that. So that's probably what I would change, is my parents not getting divorced, but obviously that's something that could not have been prevented. So if you know, if they, you know, they still wanted to be together and stuff, that would have been good. I mean, if I could have changed that, but you know, I couldn't have. But if I could, that was the question, then that is probably what I would change. So yeah, I think that is all the questions. I've had to sort of like, you know, some people were writing sort of like paragraphs and stuff, and I'm having to like try and pick out what, if there's a question in there. So sorry if I've missed any questions. If I have, then just leave it again below and I will answer in the next one. But yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I will see you in my next video.